Mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Praise the Lord. And welcome back to this final episode of Miracle Do Happen through RASEA, showing and sharing to us the mighty move of God in His life. So, OSEA, you are elder of the church and you look after Sunday school, evangelistic department of Nanduri Secretary. And now you are going that direction, and something happened. Can you share with us today what happened?
Like Muslim, I'll be focusing much from the year 1998 to 2008 because 2008 I remember that's the time I really told myself to worship this God in spirit and in truth. 2004, 2005, 2006. I was holding these titles in this position in the church. I was doing the normal church activity, but somehow I can feel that there's my spirit, the spirit inside me, start to maneuver or try to place into my head that I need to reach to another height. I need to reach to another height.
So, may I cut in there?
Yeah.
So, you feel you're doing the work of the Lord through the church, but you feel that it's not enough.
Exactly.
Like your spirit is start to look for maybe some spiritual food.
Exactly.
Yeah. You start to maneuver, you start to move away, you start to look at to the other side
Exactly.
for something to meet your spirit, your soul. Okay.
The contributing factor to this was because all this time I was having my father as the reference point. So I have to tell myself, your father is no longer with you. There is a Father in heaven. And that Father in heaven, He knows, He controls, He owns. You have to do your homework. So I thank the Lord. In 2004, 5 and 6, at the same time, there was this DVD coming around, and you were 30 minutes before those times, early days. Then I start somehow, when you're in the same spirit, never mind you wherever you are, the Lord just connected you.
You start to connect.
Start to connect.
Yeah, that is one lesson for us. When you want to seek the truth, you'll find the truth.
Amen.
Whenever you try to seek the Lord, you'll find the Lord. There will be no excuse that we cannot find the Lord. No. He already said, behold, I'm at the door knocking. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door. So the ball is in our court at the moment. For those of you who are watching, and you can give a lot of excuses why you cannot change, why you do not want to change. No, because there is nothing in you to desire change. When you desire change, God will position people, will position message, will position His angel for you to get the truth and be filled by His presence, by His power. So don't give any excuse, my friend, that you are listening and watching right now. When you desire to meet the Lord, He already met you. He already there because He's unseen. He's trying to get your attention. It's you that you don't have the desire to get into the Lord. That I believe that's what happened. You are desiring, you are doing, you are faithful to your work. And because you're desiring to do your work to the best of your ability, but there was nothing coming back to you.
Exactly.
That's what I believe. So your spirit need to listen to somewhere that the feeding is coming from.
Exactly.
See, it's like this. When somebody is there as your mentor, he represents God in the physical world.
Amen.
So when your father is taken away, you are looking for that empty space.
Exactly.
Somebody to be an example, somebody to be a mentor.
Amen.
And when you hear the preaching, and never mind you haven't met the preacher, but there's something there's a spiritual food that comes from there that meet your null, your void, the emptiness in you.
Exactly.
And that's why you want to see that person.
Amen.
You are already connected to that person.
Amen.
Yeah. So continue, Dr. Rasi.
Yes. So yeah. So life was, I can feel in my spirit. Put aside the and the truth. I can feel in my spirit that there's something new for me. And I have to be man enough to advance, to explore, and to get into the thick of what's the new thing. Then I heard one Sunday, one peculiar Sunday morning, as I was about to dress up and go down for the Sunday school as a teacher, then I heard there was this topic that 30 minutes clip on the Bull FM, the love of money is the root of all evil. Imagine the day, the lull, the void, and you searching for the truth. And as you get dressed, and somehow, just someone said, tell you, sit down. And in time, I was saying, hey, come on, the time is coming up. You need to be there. Children must be waiting. And after that, I'm going to lay load for the road to the chimney. I said, hang on, there's something here. There's something, hang on. The love of money is the root of all. I was sitting down there. That's the start of the first Sunday. Then I said, hey, someone just find out whether this program is normal every Sunday or it's just a one-off. Then later on we realize it's a norm. So I start to work out my program to listen to that first before I go down.
Go to church.
Yeah. And because it's God. And when it's God, He connects us the right timing. And when I was there, because I was continuing to feed, already 60-70% of my spirit was there. But then, what really made me to be in that situation, the reality that we were poverty, the poor, the lack. This was the root. Back at home, when I remember, the struggle that we started to face.
Even though you receive a salary, you work as a government officer, but you are struggling with a day-to-day life.
Day-to-day life. And to make it worse, that time we were running to the manana. And we thought that that is okay. Until such time when the love of money is the root of all evil, the reality was taught to us. Then we start to examine. Then we start to take the backstage and we start to check.
Whether you're giving your tithe, whether you're giving to the Lord,
exactly,
or are you just spending a lot of things in the world?
Exactly.
Yeah. So there was a check and balance.
Check and balance.
Okay.
It's just how God was really faithful to us. After I first, second, third, fourth Sunday, then I remember we were already into the money, into the thick of things with the money, already the relationship connected, everything there. So then I remember back then when my father used to the struggle, the poverty, dona kalileni senanila wipali, dona wipali mad simbolota, dona ibi sari pontaki, dona tambo sari pontaki. Auga mitunga me release. It was a curse. And I thought it was, we were told to us, it was told to us, nangele tunga. Kyo sa buli bulisa. No sa bala tamita no mucho. This my nesibia no mucho nangele tunga no wala mucho. Whoever wants to go back to that. I'm not saying I'm not looking down. It's just amazing how God is working behind the scene to set things up. Just to be faithful for His kingdom.
So when you decide to move to New Methodist Christian Fellowship, as you start to hear the message, and you're hearing the message, and the lifestyle you're living, and where the church, they are not in line. Yeah. So when you really decide to move on?
2006, 2007, 2008, I made my standpoint. Because it was still, I'm just marveled at how God set things up. We were from the Tamadavaka, then we were told from the government, I received the letter from the government, you are to transfer. Posted to another station, now in Lawanga, in the heart of Sinotava town. Because I was thinking, I was thinking to go and say,
ask for release.
And just see how God moved. He said, I received the letter posting to the Lawanga station, and at the same time, and by the time, drinking coke was not part of my life. Because I was starting to pick up, to feed
from the lesson that comes from the Bull FM.
From the Bull FM.
Praise God.
And I just see, I feel that it was all God set up. The reason why, when we set out a tau from the Tamalala, they said, Nandur, isa kito kirkir. This comes from the Nahu. Isa kito kirkir. Munduli chikung elawanga. Muni minga simlutu tumeki. tu na deci kumena ko go ese ko na lawa matin tungo sa I little did I realize it was God setting up.
So God, while we were busy with church activities, God was performing miracle, was positioning you, because God knows that you are filling up with His word, and you want to taste a different food from a different place.
Amen.
Yeah. So God was positioning to perform miracle.
Amen.
So you came to Lawanga.
We came to Lawanga. We were there. You know, in the setup, we were there. And the first Sunday, my the children, they went to the Methodist. But I continue my norm. Let's start to be in me. I sit down 9 o'clock. We all get back together. We all get dressed together. But the same door, they went there. I sit down here. I will listen.
And you listen to the Bull FM?
I listen to
preaching
the
from the Bull FM.
Preaching from the Bull FM. Once, twice, thrice. I remember the second Sunday, my wife came back from church and said, "Hey, asking me, where are you?" I said, I'm not going in outside. I'm in my house. They know my house. If they want to see me, they have to come here. They have to come here. I'm not one of those going outside. They have to come here. Tell them, ask them, what do you want? No, because they already set up one mother singer for you to come and lead. I said, I already thank the Lord that this is the way to do. And on the fourth Sunday, my wife, after we all dressed up together, we all sat together. Then we start from there.
So your church, your worship center, start with your family?
We start with my family. Back that time it was in Tartarasekina, in Narongasikatoka. They were then where we are here bubbling in Lawanga. Until one day, in one of the days, okay, I was, it started to come into my spirit and it started to be part of my, every lunch hour, 1 o'clock, I used to close my office, because my office is just walking distance from home, close my office, I public prayer with reading the Bible, I just pray. Then the word of the Lord came to me when they were told to Saturday do tikudoli buno ndolo osong na tara na Buddha valarikira na amoraiti na amalakaiti Saturday no tikudoli buno. Those was the confirmation from the Lord to me personally at that time.
So God, after you change, you fill up with a prayer on every Wednesday. Now the Lord wants you to move. See how God performs miracle. And sometimes we don't realize that miracle happens every day. Yeah. So you start to go out.
I start to go out. They were the mission boys. They came there, and on one last hour, I received a call. Hey, bro, then I came down. I said, you must be, because I continue to watch the DVD. You must be, yes. Well, because they want to come and visit in the Lawanga station.
Yes.
When you work, when you have money, churches.
Yeah. See what God did. A mission that they come up to your home or come around to your office, and you already saw them in the DVD. So you identified Talga Seru now, Talga Seru. Mission Seru Pepeli Ratunara at that time.
Amen.
And for them to come around, that must be God.
Amen.
And that's how God positioned and performed miracles. Even the positioning of His people.
Amen.
Because, as I said from above, because you desire to receive.
Amen.
You desire to serve God. And God positioned you to Lawanga and positioned you to have a close distance from your house to your office. And then the mission come around. Like the mission did not know that somebody there already listening to the preaching of their Gasilim. At that time you're not a member of the New Methodist. You are feeding from there, you love the program, but you haven't become a member.
Amen.
See the miracle in what God do. Yeah. Positioning people, positioning our lives. And then
he said, we came past your house and we heard the DVD. We heard the DVD, it's a DVD song coming out, and they used it. They just come in and peep in the window, and the house girl said, hey, people can come in. And they said, okay, whose house is this? This house belongs to OSEA. He's working there. This is Lanzao, but he always stay there praying. Can we go and see him? That's why they came and they saw me. I told them, tonight, wherever you are camping tonight, come here in my house. We start the service. Yeah. And yes, I fully agree, how God
pushes. Yeah. For those of you that are watching, this miracle, a miracle of young people at that time. Most of the house, they closed their doors. But in those years, the mission were trained to be consistent and to be diligent and to work hard. So by peeping into this house, they don't realize that this man who's sitting here Taltalgasi now, and that mission is also Taltalgasi now. And that time, what God can do to peep into this house during the year, because they heard the DVD and singing the action song. And they know that this house, if they're watching the DVD, that means they are open to the preaching. And that's why they came in and asked. And from there on, the rest is history.
The rest is history.
So you start to get promoted.
Start to get promoted. 2008, 9, 10. 3 years in a row, promotion. 1 year after the other.
3 promotions.
3 promotions.
1 year after the other.
Year after the other.
That's another miracle. So wherever you walk with God, I want to challenge us today as we come to the final episode of this 3 episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3. I want to challenge us. The moment you desire to follow God, this is what will happen. Miracle after miracle after miracle. Sea parted, water from the rock, manna, your enemies will be conquered, and River Jordan will be dried up. Miracle after miracle.
Amen.
Even Jericho
Amen.
will come down, tumble because of the miracle.
Amen.
God still performs miracle today. And this one testimony, OSEA, RASEA. Now he's a senior pastor, one of the coordinator in New Methodist Christian Fellowship, looking after the Eastern region, and also promoted in his work. Why? Because God still performs miracle. So for those of you that are watching, before we say a final bye and God bless you, remember, the moment you desire to follow God, you take the first step, the rest is all for Him. We give Him the glory, the honor, and the praises to be His and His alone. God bless you.